In the scorching desert, a frozen block of ice was discovered. Karen, upon seeing this, immediately probed the ice with her foot, causing it to shatter into pieces in an instant. Sensing danger, Karen promptly drove away with Annie. Unbeknownst to them, a pair of eyes was watching them from afar. As the two drove off, the mysterious figure followed suit. Inside the car, Karen quickly noticed the black vehicle behind them. Seeing that the black car was traveling at a high speed, Karen slowed down to let it pass. However, the black car persistently tailed Karen. Determined to shake off the pursuer, Karen stepped on the gas, but the other car also sped up, relentlessly chasing them. While driving, Karen spotted a service area ahead. Without hesitation, she steered the car into the service area, successfully losing the mysterious black car. After dining at the service area restaurant, the two left. As Karen drove back onto the road, the car suddenly started shaking while they were talking, as if it had hit something. They hurriedly got out to investigate, but after examining the surroundings, Karen found no clues. Strangely, they seemed to have returned to their original location. Just as they were overcome with panic, the black car reappeared in their sight. Seeking answers, Annie decided to approach the black car and ask about the situation. As Annie walked up to the black car, she asked the driver to lower the window. Upon seeing the appearance of the black car's owner, Annie was so frightened that she stumbled backwards. With no time to spare, Annie grabbed Karen and drove away. After Annie started the car, the black vehicle pursued them once again. Noticing Annie's distress, Karen inquired about the black car driver's appearance. Annie replied that the owner had fangs. She urged Karen to call the police, but there was no signal in this desolate area. Annie tried every way to lose the black car, but it stayed close behind them no matter what. To make matters worse, they hadn't even realized that they had returned to the initial service area. With no time to dwell on it, they rushed to use the service area's phone to call the police, only to learn that due to their remote location, it would take the authorities 3 hours and wait for help. However, unbeknownst to her, the person on the other end of the line wasn't actually a police officer, but the service area manager posing as one. After Annie hung up, the manager proactively arranged a room for them. But just as the two were about to enter the room, Annie witnessed a terrifying scene. She immediately sensed the eeriness of the place and hastily pulled Karen away from the service area. After driving for a long time, they realized that no matter which way they went, they couldn't escape this desert road. Going around in circles, they found themselves back at the service area. As they passed by, all the service area staff stood outside, seemingly eager for their arrival. They tried to break this infinite loop, but to no avail. As soon as they started the car, the black car would closely follow them. Left with no choice, they had to drive into the service area once more. Only then did the manager reveal the truth behind the situation. It turned out that the driver of the black car chasing them was a ferryman. Annie and Karen were not ordinary humans. They had been in a car accident and were on the verge of losing their lives. The manager wanted to forcibly send them to another world, but unexpectedly, the two clung to life so tenaciously, refusing to give in and evading the ferryman. Seeing this, the manager decided to help them overcome the predicament. As night approached, the manager had no choice but to send an elderly man out of the restaurant. The old man drove Karen and Annie's car and collided with the black car. With a violent crash, the two, who were struggling on the brink of death and reality, finally regained